Hello there, Mr. Sutton here, bringing you the Algebra 2 5-1 Part 1 homework solutions on nth roots and rational exponents. For this question, they want us to find the fourth root of 256. So I'm basically asking, what do I need to raise to the fourth power to get 256? 4 to the fourth is 256, so that's one of our answers. But also negative 4. If I take 4 of those and multiply them, it will also give me a positive 256. They said we have to include the negatives if applicable, and it is here. So plus or minus 4 is our answer for this one. On this problem, I want the cube root of 8. So basically, what do I have to raise to the third power to get 8? And that's just going to be positive 2. For this problem, we want the fifth root of negative 1. So what do I have to raise to the fifth power to get negative 1? Well, if I take negative 1 itself and multiply 5 of those together, I still get negative 1. It's an odd number of negatives. So that means negative 1 is its own fifth root. For this problem, they want us to evaluate 64 to the 1/6 power with no calculator. So I'm going to convert this into radical form. This is really 64 to the first power with the sixth root. So the sixth root of 64, that's just the thing I have to raise to the sixth power to get 64, and that is 2. For this problem, they want us to do 25 to the 3/2. I'm going to rewrite this with radical form. So this is going to be the square root of 25 raised to the third power. Root is on the bottom, power is on the top there. Square root of 25 is 5. And cubing that gives me 125. For this one, we want the negative 64 to the 4/3 power. So I'm going to rewrite this in radical form to help myself out. This is going to be the third root of negative 64 raised to the fourth power. So let's do the root first. This is the number I have to raise to the third power to get negative 64, and that's going to be negative 4. Negative 4 then to the fourth power, that's 4 of those multiplied together, and you could do it by hand, but I happen to know that this comes out to 256. On this problem, we're trying to do 8 to the negative 2/3 with no calculator. Since I have a negative exponent, I'm going to start by rewriting this with a positive exponent. This is just the reciprocal, so 1 over 8 to the positive 2/3. And now I'm going to rewrite this in radical form. This is going to be 1 over the cube root of 8 raised to the second power. Cube root of 8 is 2. And then 2 squared is going to give us a 4, so 1/4 final answer. For this problem, they just want us to evaluate 9 to the 1/5, and we can use a calculator, so we're going to do that. So let me just do 9, and then exponent, 1 divided by 5, and that comes out to about 1.55. For this problem, they want the fifth root of 32,768, and calculator is an option. So one way you could do this on your calculator is you could do 32,768 to the 1 over 5 power. That's certainly one way to do it. Or you could do nth root and put a little 5 up here, and then put your radicand in there. So 32,768. And that apparently comes out to exactly 8. Nice. Don't even have to round it off.